you, and thanks for allowing us to present kind of what we do at the Colorado SWANA. So I really look at us as partners, like sister organizations, because we do the same thing. So I'm Kathy Hall. I am currently the president of Colorado SWANA. I'm also the solid waste director for Pitkin County, but more about SWANA, because I think Michael's going to talk Pitkin County here next. We are about 300 members in the chapter, and it's mostly from Colorado, and we're starting to gain more from Wyoming. We do a lot of training through the chapter as well as SWANA National. So we're not just a landfill organization, we're all an integrated solid waste organization. So we're training in landfill, recycling, compost, hazardous waste collection, and solid waste safety. We're also big on networking. That's primarily what we do. Again, 300 chapter members through all sectors of solid waste. We host an annual conference that's always in the fall. This year it is November 1st through the 3rd in Boulder. More on that. We're getting ready to go out with our call for speakers and some partnering, I'm hoping, with Recycle Colorado on putting a session together and giving discounts to Recycle Colorado members. Again, training events, we always do a landfill training. This year's might be a little different. And then we're hoping to host a zero waste training as well. And then one really fun event we do is the equipment rodeo. So if you are an equipment operator or a garbage truck driver, that's a place where those people can come and show off their skills. The winners of each of those categories go on to the national event hosted by SWANA. And then we also do advocacy, so mostly through the national chapter, but we support bills and everything that come down through the SWANA National. So that's what we do. Again, look for more partnering opportunities. We do have some webinars coming up that replaced our last year's conference. So next week is our Wednesday webinar. Recycle Colorado has that. They're free. You earn CEUs, and it's on odor control. So look for those emails. We're going to get another reminder out tomorrow. But yeah, contact me if you want to learn more about Colorado SWANA.
That was very informative. Thank you so much, Kathy. Okay, moving on to another colleague in Pitkin County, Michael from Pitkin County Solid Waste Center.
Yeah, hey everyone, my name is Michael Port. I'm the Construction and Demolition Diversion Specialist for the Pitkin County Solid Waste Center. Kathy is my boss actually, and she's just sitting in the other room. So thanks for having us. So our organization, we're located just down the road from Aspen, and we serve that community and basically the upper portion of the Roaring Fork Valley. We're lucky to have strong support from our county and collaboration with our local communities. And we have a lot of support from the general public to kind of help us take steps to improve waste diversion. So we're a small but mighty team of 15, and we're essentially a one-stop shop for all the waste management needs of the Roaring Fork Valley. We have a landfill, an organics program. In one of our pictures there, you can see our unpaid temp workers helping out with our organics, those elk. We have a HHW facility, we accept tires, e-waste, and we also do mattress collection, to name a few of our services. One of our great initiatives that we partner with Aspen and Evergreen Zero Waste on is our scraps program, which actually quadrupled our food waste collection in 5 years. So our region went from 500 tons collected in 2015 to over 2,000 tons in 2020. So very small compared to A1 Organics, but still a great program we have. And we sell the resulting compost back into our community here. Construction debris, it actually makes up 50% of our landfill waste here in Pitkin County. So getting better at diverting that material is another big focus area for us. Last year we passed a C&D ordinance that established a deposit refund system for construction and demolition projects, and we're also looking to develop those elusive end markets for C&D materials. So please get in touch with me if you have any ideas or want to partner on anything like that. Definitely need to toot our horn here, but I can't take any credit for this, but We actually had the highest county level waste diversion rate in the state in 2019, according to the EcoCycle annual report. So we're happy to share any knowledge we have, especially pertaining to managing waste within a mountain and rural community context. And lastly, I just need to plug that I'm also the chair of the C&D Council with Recycle Colorado. So feel free to reach out to me if you have any interest in construction material waste and that sector. We have our next meeting on April 15th. Thank you.
Great job. Thank you, Michael. Wonderful. Well, next up is Adam with Direct Polymers.
How's it going, everybody? I'm Adam with Direct Polymers. We are a plastics recycler here in town. We were established in 2014, and we've seen pretty significant growth since that point. We basically focus on post-industrial plastic materials like bulky, rigid stuff that comes out of manufacturing and distribution facilities. We also recently received a grant from the state of Colorado, CDPHE and REO. Thanks, guys, for that, to get into the post-consumer side of things. So we will be processing post-consumer plastics as of hopefully June, July. Our focus on the post-consumer side will be HDPE and polypropylene materials. But in general, our company pretty much processes any kind of plastic that you can think of. I put a small list on the bottom here, including the services that we provide as well. Basically, our company size reduces plastic materials to sell off to other manufacturers. We also have a compounding line being installed right now. So the focus of that line will be to start blending a lot of these materials to spec for local manufacturers so that we can start distributing a lot of our product closer to local companies. Other than that, feel free to reach out to us anytime. We are definitely looking at expanding our business here locally as soon as we can clear up a little bit more space in our facility. Like I said, we've had a lot of rapid growth in the last 2 years. We started in a couple offices in 2014, and then we were in 8,000 square feet for a couple years. Then we moved into 21,000 square feet, and we outgrew that pretty quick. So now we have a 70,000 square foot facility, and we're gearing up pretty heavily to start servicing the local markets and stuff like that. So the address for us is below. I can also throw in the chat real quick my personal contact info. If anybody has plastics around town that you're looking to get recycled, feel free to reach out to us. Happy to be a member of Recycle Colorado.
Thank you, Adam. And guess what? We put your contact details in the chat just now.
Okay, cool.
We're ahead of you on that.
Yeah, I see it. I see it. Okay.
Thank you so much. Wonderful. Well, our next member to speak is Suzanne with EcoCycle. Hi, Suzanne.
Hello. Thanks, Laura, and to Recycle Colorado for bringing us all together here on Zoom today. It's good to be here. I'm the executive director of EcoCycle. We're one of the largest and oldest nonprofits in the world, nonprofit recyclers in the world, and we've been helping to build zero waste communities for the last 45 years. Our MO is to innovate solutions, figure out what works from an operations and policy perspective, implement that here in Boulder County, and then export those solutions out to Colorado and the world, often in collaboration with many of you. And we are engaged in just about every aspect of zero waste implementation. So we are the operator for the Boulder County Recycling Center, which processes some 60,000 tons of single stream each year. We founded and run the first ever Center for Hard to Recycle Materials with the city of Boulder. We're up to 29 material types that we take there. We have our own fleet of trucks that haul recycling, composting, and hard to recycle materials for businesses throughout Boulder County. We have one of the most extensive environmental education programs in the country. We teach throughout 2 public school districts, and we have 55 public schools in our Green Star School program. We do zero waste events, consulting, and services. Pre-COVID, we were up to about 90 events a year. And we have trained a volunteer network of about 1,000 eco leaders who do peer-to-peer education within their own networks, their schools, businesses, churches, and whatnot. We also are advocates, so we work with communities around Colorado to take the solutions we've developed in Boulder County and implement them. Most recently working with Arvada to get curbside collections. We work at the state level, with the governor say to get the Colorado Recycles Week designated. We do an annual State of Recycling report to measure our collective progress. And we work on state legislation like the Plastics Pollution Bill and statewide organics management efforts. And we are thrilled to work in partnership with so many of you. Please reach out if there are things we could do together. And again, thank you to Recycle Colorado for bringing us all together.
Appreciate it. Thank you. Okay, this is our 5th membership spotlight and last for today. And it's no other than Brandy Moe with Pink Care. Brandy, take it away.
Awesome. Laura, can you hear me?
Yes.
Look it. Yay. I'll keep the webcam. All right. Thank you so much. Yes, as I mentioned earlier, Pink Care is the nonprofit that operates paint stewardship programs in 11 states in the nation. And there's even more states on the horizon. We exist from like Washington to California on the West Coast, and a bunch of states on the East Coast, and then Minnesota and Colorado right in the middle. Currently, we're compiling data from 2020, but I can speak a bit to 2019. The Pink Care program processed over 700,000 gallons of paint, and 82% of the latex paint that we collected, and this is in Colorado, was turned into recycled content paint that you can purchase at your local Habitat for Humanity stores and other stores around the state. So it's such a neat use, and it's such a great way to end the life of a product for sure. And while we do manage the paint recycling in the state of Colorado, as I mentioned earlier, Pink Care truly believes that it's really important to buy right, use it up, and then recycle the rest. So if you go to the Pink Care website, which is paintcare.org, there's a number of paint calculators that you can utilize to help you estimate how much paint that you need to buy for a project. There's a ton of information on our website on how to store the paint correctly so that you can use it for a really long time. There's creative ways how to donate your paint to different organizations, or even how to share it with your friends and your neighbors so that everyone gets a chance to use the paint. And then of course, if you buy right and you try your hardest to use it up and you do still have some leftover paint, then just recycle the rest. And there's 181 drop-off sites in the state of Colorado that you can take your paint to. We have events, there's all kinds of ways to recycle your paint for sure. So again, visit paintcare.org. There's all kinds of information on there, and you can always reach out to me. I would love to answer your questions, or if you just want to nerd out about paint recycling, I am just a phone call away. Thanks so much for your time.